It is really, really awesome that you took the time to take a break and to step into this channel. This is going to be a very special music video reaction to a very iconic band, Tool, and the song Schism. It's also very special for another reason. And also, I want to read to you in a moment something that really touched me to hear from a viewer in the comments of another reaction that I've done with Tool. In the meantime, what I want you to first do is to get a drink, sit back on your comfy couch, and wait until Tazzz reacts. So happy that you stopped by again. So one of the things that makes this extra special is that this reaction I'm about to do is due to a Patreon PayPal donation request. And this goes out to the awesome and the amazing Cough Drop. Thank you so much, Cough Drop, for your continuous support. This song is for you. Cough Drop also provided the link that he wanted me to do, so that's the one that I'm going to do. I reacted to Tool a few other times before. I hope you go check that out. One of my main focal points on this channel is to help gain some more support for the musicians, to give them more exposure, more recognition. So that's why I'm happy that you're here. Now, I want to read you something from one of the viewers from another reaction I did to Tool. And it's really, really touched me because it's something I didn't know because I don't follow Tool like that. This is from at YouTube banned me 4207. And they wrote, as far as the question you asked about why we love Tool, for me, I found Tool in a dark place in my life. The music kind of grew with me and was almost like therapy. It helped me grow as a person and look at who I was inside and see where I needed to grow as a person. Music can be so special if done correctly. Maynard's other band, A Perfect Circle, is also great. 13th Step is incredible, an incredible album about recovery and also means a lot to me personally. So that really, really touched me. I mean, it is wonderful to know that a musician can help people through their lives, especially if it's in perhaps dark places. That's the power of music. I say that many times throughout this channel when I react to certain songs, like the power of music. Music can educate us, it can heal us. It's, as you heard here, get you to a dark place. It can also make you laugh, so many different emotions. And that's good. It taps into all emotions that apply to everybody. So that really makes me happy to know that I'm supporting Tool if they're helping people in certain situations. So yeah, this song is called Schism, and I have not heard it before. And a little bit of something about Tool, if you never heard of them before, period. It says Tool is an American rock band formed in Los Angeles in 1990. It consists of vocalist Maynard James Keenan, guitarist Adam Jones, drummer Danny Carey, and bassist Justin Chancellor, who replaced founding member Paul D'Amour in 1995. Their genre is progressive metal, and they been active since 1990. So, wow, yeah, they've been around definitely for a while. Um, let's support Tool. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to their channel, like and comment on this song if you like it, and if you're able to, any music that they have for sale, please purchase it. So that being said, I'm going to do this a little differently. I normally do not like to pause music video portions, the actual music. Um, but I was told that because since I want to try to gain more exposure to them and on YouTube, I was told YouTube's algorithm really looks for people who pause the music portions, the talk, which I didn't know that. So I'm going to try it and see how it goes. Normally, breaking up a song it's not something I like to do, but I'm going to see because I'm trying to do this more so for Tool than for me. So we'll see. So anyway, without further ado, let's hear what this song is all about. So I will be pausing it periodically, so please don't skip to the end and give my perspectives and thoughts. All right. All right. So hold on and wait until Tazzz reacts. Well, I guess I'll stop right there. What a very eerie, haunting type of melody that fun fact about Taz is I love like movies, horror movies, and that's my first favorite genre. And I love things that are dark and mysterious. So that intro right there was dark and mysterious, which grabs my attention. So and I'm pretty sure that any musician wants to grab the viewer or listener's attention. So mission accomplished so far. And I hear that the music's changing up now. So let me get right back into it. Tell me if you agree about that melody though. All right. Oh wow, that was very mysterious and the oddities of it. I know that someone said in another Tool video like that their videos are out there, which I'm gathering that now. But as I mentioned earlier, I love horror things and I love things that are dark and stuff like that. So like they're really good at that, giving you that eye candy, if you will, that really taps into your thought process, I feel, as you're trying to listen to the lyrics. Um, I have up the lyrics as well on the side because I wanted to try to break down certain things since I'm pausing the video and trying this approach. So it starts off on the first paragraph. I know the pieces fit because I watched them fall away. Middle wed and smoldering, fundamentals differing, pure intention juxtaposed will set two lovers' souls in motion, disintegrating as it goes, testing our communication. Wow, that definitely um, is intensified paragraph, I should say, of a relationship and a communication of is dissonance the word? I think, or breakup. When you think of a jigsaw puzzle, when it's all together and everything's fine, it's whole. It's as one. But then when it's fragmented and it breaks up, it's no longer whole and it's not complete. And you can use that metaphorically in a relationship. You know, if your relationship is either solid, it's whole, or it's broken up. This one where he starts off saying, I know that the pieces fit, like gives me the thought of like, there's a possibility that this could mend itself and that this could be fixed. Um, and that's something you want in any relationship. Like if there's moments where you feeling like there's a breakup happening, you should always try to fix it. I mean, provided both of you are in agreement, because sometimes a relationship can be fixed. It's not necessarily over, depending on the situation. Sometimes it's different. So that's what I got so far. So let me get back into this and let me know down in the comments. I hope that you enjoy this breakup. This is kind of new for me, but I want to try to get more exposure for Tool. And if YouTube likes breakups of songs, I'm gonna try it. Here we go.
I know the pieces fit
pictures are really, really eerie. Um, which I'm loving it. Well, I'm loving because I told you I like horror, but it may not be something for everyone. Let me just mention too before I forget, because sometimes I change up the formats in my reaction, and I do that intentionally to just give you variety and stuff like that. So it's not just linear with my channel. Um, and also I can watch this video in two areas. I can watch it on my larger screen, and I can watch it on the screen that you're going to see. So if you see me looks like I'm looking away, as I'm looking, all right. I don't want anybody to think that I'm like not interested or anything in the video, so I'm just looking away. Because that's not true. I give all of my reactions respect, and I really like to see if I can learn from the song and again support the musicians to my best ability. So mentioning that, um, what this vibe is giving me personally right now is like it's showing all these moments where it's just this singular creature at different areas of the video by themselves, and then hearing like some of the lyrics, and it's getting that atmospheric feeling of the video and everything, and the lyrics as isolation. Um, let's make it clear, in any relationship, it's not a good relationship if there's isolation. If you feel that you're by yourself, either physically or just mentally, you feel like there's that disconnect and you're just by yourself and there's that isolation. And then it happens repeatedly because this video so far is moments where it's just this singular entity by itself or is fragmented and is flipping. It's one part the creature, I have to call it creature, or humanoid, is like spiraling and rotating as it's descending. And I take that metaphorically as, in a relationship, you can be spiraling and you can be descending, as it were, as like you're falling deeper and deeper into this unhealthy relationship. And there's that moment of isolation. So, and that, now that I'm thinking about it, can create the schism, uh, which is a good word to use, like schism. So, like, just that disjointedness, that moment of like, almost madness, if you will, because it's just this sadness that just keeps illuminating. Hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my damn head. All right, let me get back to it. But I watched fall away, mildewed and smolder rain, strangled by our comfort chain. I've done the math enough to know the dangers of a second guessing. Doomed to crumble unless we grow and strengthen our communication. Wow, gotta stop it right here. Whew, this is deep. Like, shout out to whose brain thinks up, first of all, the visuals and movements that you see in these videos. Like when they're on like all fours and then they're just lobbing their heads uh upside down. It's just such an oddity, but so profound. Like it just, like this is a giant metaphor. Like they really are good at using metaphors. I take that to believe the confusion and the chaos, as it were, of the relationship. Like, normally, people walk upright, but like this is like there's this breakdown and you're bending and fragmented where you're seeing things like right side up and it's this confusion. That's how I get it. I think someone said that Tool allows you to take music into your own interpretation. So it's not like necessarily this is what this means. So that's how I'm taking it as. Tell me down in the comments if you agree with what I said or give your perspectives on what you think that means. Because, I want to hear from you. This is a very conversational channel. So please, 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 if you have something that you want to say, please say it in the comments. Hopefully something nice and educational or an agreement relating to Tool in the song or, something that I said. This song, as it gets deeper and deeper, it gets more chaotic as far as in the relationship. There's this not listening, and that's what I took it as is, you had these two entities side by side. One was facing the other entity and the other one was looking away as if like, I don't have time for this. I'm not listening to you. So then like all of a sudden the other entity pulls the ear and like takes the ear out. And I just take that as to say, you're not listening. You're not listening to why I'm pleading about this relationship. Or perhaps they want it to work, but the other person's not listening. That's not healthy. When you're in a relationship, it should be like around 50-50. It should never be like 90-10 or anything further from 50-50. And like in this case, I took it as you're not listening to me. You're not giving me the time of day. Um, and that's hurtful and it's just not healthy in a relationship. So maybe like this is at the point of no return and it's over. There is that chaos in this what's the title called? Schism. Um, but it's not a word I really hear often, but I get it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let me know your thoughts on in the comments. So let me get back into this. Very interesting. So, change up. Change up. If you heard me say change up, wow, like the music, the instrumentals changed up, like, which to me is like a build up. Like I would take that as, hmm, I would take that as, okay, we're now at a point in this relationship where like it's starting to build up and it's bottled up inside. I remember I mentioned more earlier about moments of isolation. So there's only so much that you can take and you just had enough. I took as the aggression and change up in the music to emphasize that you reach this boiling point where it just explodes. It's just like, okay, is this really over? The communication is basically nilch right now, and you just read a moments of chaos, a moment of schism. Like, can you relate to that? Say me down in the comments where everybody has their different various moments where you just reach that boiling point, especially if there's no communication. It's like you're damn near talking to yourself or thinking to yourself, which could be worse. Like, what are in your thoughts if you're like, wondering and wondering and wondering and wondering if this is going to work. So that's how I took that as. I don't know what that thing that they pulled out was, looked like varicose veins or whatever. And then it dropped it and it turns into this creature. The creature could symbolize the chaos that I just mentioned. You know, wow, again, the mind of the people who create these videos is very interesting to me to see it visually because I am a visual learner more so, but I know and I learned from you in the comments that when it comes to Tool, like they're so abstract, especially their videos. And I know some of you said request to see lives or whatever, but as I said before, the person who uh, gave this paid donation had sent me this link. Um, but I'm fine with lives or music videos. Like if Tool took the time to make this very unique music video, respect to that too, and respect to their lives, to each his own. But I'll delve in wherever. But yeah, so that's what I got this. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you agree that this change up in the music just intensifies the deterioration more and more of this relationship, and you reach this breaking point is what I got. So it's almost over. Let's get into the rest of it. Here we go. Woo. Wow. Woo, this was deep. I definitely can see from that viewer's comment that I read earlier how their music can help people in so many different ways. Music is like you have a blank canvas and then you just musically paint these images and stuff. And for people that like art, either the physical form of art or like music, musically is art in its own way. So he kept repeating at the end, I know the pieces fit. I know the pieces fit. I know the pieces fit. So that's really deep. That gives me the sense that even through all the chaos, the frustration, the isolation, the point of it bottling up, and you reach the breaking point, and you feel like you're at the point of no return, there's still a possibility that it can work itself out because you know that when it did work out, when it was okay, I know the pieces fit. You were once whole, which means since you know you were once whole, it's always a possibility that it can be whole again. That is good, I feel, for people to listen to, for people, like I said, who are in a relationship where you may be disjointed, but it might be something that can be fixed. Some relationships can be fixed and some can't. Like I said, it depends on the situation. Like there's some relationships I would even say like, oh, y'all should break up. Like that's it, done. And then there's other situations, like if someone presented to me, I'd be like, you know what? You two still seem like you still are in love or whatever, or there's still a chance, and maybe you should get together and try to make it work. Um, Let this be a lesson to you all. Like if it's a possibility, and if both of you still care about each other, see if there's an option to work out. Put your pride aside and all that crap. See if there's something that can work out. And remember this, not all relationships you can work out yourselves. That's why they have experts that are in this field of mending relationships. Don't put your pride aside. If people went to school for this, um, then they must be taking it seriously, right? And sometimes it's good to get what is it, unbiased opinion. You might believe somebody who's a stranger to the situation rather than as somebody that's close in your realm of friends or family. So yeah. That's my thought, and I'm going sticking to it. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed this approach. So hopefully this won't block this from YouTube, and hopefully it'll reach more people, because again, my purpose is to help gain exposure and recognition to the musicians and get their messages out there and stuff like that. All right. I'm like the middleman, as it were, to this. And that's my focal point. Okay. So this is the part of the song I always do: a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs down ass if I don't like a song. I liked it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you're a person of few words and you don't really know what to say in the comments. Put a fire emoji then in the comments if you thought this song was fire or the meaning was fire. Um, so I'll know. Okay, if you're not sure what else to say, and that's fine. Also, that helps you get more notifications if I post something else, okay? Because your comment or your liking of the song and stuff like that lets YouTube know that you want to know more about this channel, okay? All right. If you want to see another song that I reacted to of Tool, then I want you to check out, where is it? There. All right. I want y'all to take it easy and keep it breezy.